domestic violence. She indicated that in anger before this last incident, that you had gotten physical with her. I don't know if that means definition of pushing or shoving or grabbing, but did Chad Johnson have any history of domestic violent tendencies toward women?
Yes. I've gotten in trouble before in the past. I've gotten in trouble. I mean, I'm not sure what year this was, 97.
You had one at Oregon State?
Yeah. Actually, I was at Santa Monica.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look, I appreciate your contrition, and clearly you feel bad for what happened. But when he says yes, did you have a history? What are you doing besides taking domestic violence classes? You're changing your life. Are you a new person? What's happening? What are you doing to show people that it's not right?
What I can do, the only thing I can do right now is get help for the problem that I've had. And right now that is domestic violence classes. Anything any further than that, I'm not sure. But right now, the course says you have a 26-week program that you need to get through before you do anything else with your life.
Okay, so when you heard the news in Kansas City over the weekend, what was your first reaction?
Oh, it was sad. And I'm trying to think about what is going on. We don't know the personal reasons behind the issue. Why did it happen? Why did he take his girlfriend's life? You know, I remember sending out prayers, the rest in peace prayers for him and his girlfriend, and then I got the terrible backlash of why are you saying for him to rest in peace when he just, and I don't know what happened. None of us know what happened, but it's a subject I really can't touch on, not to that extent.
Do you have, as someone who had abused women before, did you have any sympathy for him because he had a problem with abuse?
He's had a problem with abuse? I don't know. I don't know
but I'm saying, is that what hit you first, is that you felt for him because you can identify with him?
No, I didn't think about it like that. I'm thinking about the situation at hand, him taking his life, him taking his girlfriend's life, or wife for that matter. We have a 3-month-old that's left behind. That's what I'm thinking about.
You empathized with him, in other words, to some degree? In terms of what he must have been going through emotionally to make him do something?
I don't know. What was he going through?
I don't know.
I mean, at what point is it that bad where you have to take your girlfriend's life, let alone your own?
Well, you tweeted, you said you paid your price, so to speak, and that you, after today's incident in reference to Belcher, you want your family back.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so...
when I think about it, I lost everything, right? Perspective, over something that really didn't mean nothing. Nothing. At all. Let me finish.
Didn't mean anything?
No. Are you listening to me?
Yeah.
Listen to what I'm saying. I lost everything,
yeah.
Football, my wife, the family I had, over something that didn't really mean anything. Do I have to describe what the something is, or can you just put it together?
Okay, I get it.
Gosh, Jesus Christ, man.
Okay.
Come on. Stay with me now.
Well,
stay with me.
I'm staying with you. I wanted to get back to the Belcher portion of it all because I'm thinking about the low point, losing your family, losing the things that you love, losing the NFL career that you had. I'm not asking you whether you went as far as to, you thought about doing what Belcher did, but what depths did you sink to in the crevices of your own mind?
My depths that I sunk to is, how in the world can you be wrong? Me. How can I be wrong and get confronted and you get mad and I messed up? That's my issue. That's always been my issue. How am I in the wrong? I would still be playing with the Dolphins today if I said, you know what? Baby girl, I'm sorry. I apologize. There's no reason this shouldn't have happened.
Really? You think you would have still been playing for the Dolphins?
If it didn't escalate.
Stay with me, Steve.
I am staying with you.
If I nipped it in the bud and apologized instead of beating her, getting mad, and allowing my anger to escalate to that point, there wouldn't be an issue, is what I'm saying. You're not staying with me, are you?
I'm staying with that. Yes, I am. I heard that part. I guess I'm thinking along the lines.
Why wouldn't I be there if I wouldn't have went to jail? If I nipped everything in the bud in the privacy of that smart card? Are you seeing what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying.
Okay.
I guess I'm thinking along the lines of, even in the aftermath of it all, had you showed the level of contrition then that you're showing now, as opposed to saying, you know, it was an accidental headbutt or whatever the case may be, and then telling Philbin, you know, that you had never been in an issue before. Maybe you didn't. You still would have been with the NFL.
They didn't care about that.
They didn't care about that.
They didn't care about that. That's TV. It was more about that show. They weren't worried about wins. I can help you, regardless of what you've seen, regardless of what I've done. From from what I understand, didn't someone just get arrested for the Dolphins last week before last?
I'm not sure if it's
not for sure.
Someone just got arrested for the Dolphins for whatever reason. It doesn't matter, but he's still on that team. My first time getting in trouble, I'm gone. I'm not complaining. I'm not. You know, again, I made the bed, I'm laying it, but I'm just saying, I messed up.
Okay, but wait.
I'm sorry.
Okay, but on Philbin, you're saying he was just grandstanding for the cameras?
I don't know what film was it. I don't really care. When I say that situation is over, you know, I thanked them for the opportunity they gave me, and I just let it go.
But you said that was just TV. What do you mean by that?
I don't know. It just seemed like
the
cameras aren't rolling now, but someone just got arrested, but he still has the job. That's funny. That's funny.
But you did say you're Chad Johnson.
Who am I?
And because of that, you live your whole life is in public. So as a result of that, that might be a reason.
Who am I? I'm no special. I put my pants on just like any other NFL player. I've gotten in trouble just like any other NFL. Listen, I'm not. Don't let me interrupt me.
Go ahead.
People are gonna get in trouble after me. It's gonna keep happening because we're all human. We're all going to make mistakes.
All right. Now you need to listen because I wasn't going there. I was going to
I apologize.
No problem. I was going to a different point. You talked about how you live your life in public.
Always.
So what I'm saying to you is the mere fact that you were a quote-unquote public figure, not just an NFL player, but a public figure because of how you lived your life. The fact is you might have been cut so they could send a message to you that would resonate to everybody else. That's where I was going. And I'm saying, is that possible?
You're right. I think you're right, and I think it might have been filming also establishing an atmosphere of no tolerance. Of any nature, regardless to who you are, you got to go. Everybody's expendable.
Didn't he tell you that to start with?
No, I mean, that's just the message I was thinking.
So based on the message that you just elocuted, that you received from Philbin based on his actions, does that mean that anywhere you go from this point forward, you'll take that lesson with you?
Yeah, I would think so. I learned my lesson really after losing it all. It kind of puts everything in perspective. Well, I don't think I'm going to do anything else wrong.
Wait a minute. Because take the incident aside. Yeah. I'm saying to you, the public Chad Ochocinco is also a 6-time Pro Bowler who's been in the NFL 11 years. I've been sitting there screaming with Skip Bayless for 3 years, 2 years rather, that New England, you let New England steal your mojo. You were not the same player.
Sometimes you go to certain places, you have to shut up. You have to. I didn't have a choice but to change who I was to be in that atmosphere.
But did it affect your game is all I'm saying.
You know it did because I played one style my entire career. And when you take that style away, whatever it might be, regardless of what people might say, I was successful doing it one way. Right. Period. When you take that away and all of a sudden, something wrong. Ain't nothing wrong with me physically.
Right.
I can play the game. Come on. Be for real.
Okay, I'm going to be for real.
I'm not finished. And the thing you just said about the whole filming thing and establishing the atmosphere of no tolerance, it couldn't have been right if someone just got arrested and was still able to play the game.
You're referring to Jonathan Amaya. He was arrested for choking a taxi driver, charged with battery. Maybe
it's a little different. Maybe because I don't know. You know, no disrespect to Jay. I'm just trying to make a point. I'm just trying to make a point here. You know, great player, you know, or whatnot. But I'm just trying to make a point.
Chad,
that's it.
If you were that valuable to Philbin, he would have let you get away with that one.
You think so?
Well,
you think so? Are you really? Are you serious?
That's the way the NFL works.
Nick, are you serious?
I just said it.
You think so?
That's my view. What's yours?
I doubt it. It wouldn't have happened. Regardless of where I was, maybe if I was a little younger, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you were that valuable, if you were in the midst of 6 straight Pro Bowls from 03 through 07, I think you could get away with one big mistake, and that was a big mistake, but I think you would have gotten away with it. But he was looking for the littlest excuse to make an example of you in front of the team.
That wasn't a little excuse.
I'm just saying, you gave him a big one, but he was looking for the littlest one. If you had missed a curfew, you would have been gone because you weren't that valuable to you.
I'm by 8:30. Either way it goes, I made a huge mistake regardless. I don't care where I was. I would have gotten cut. Period.